What's good, everybody? It's your boy JSenpai4 here, and today I thought we'd do something a bit random. Now, for a hot minute, I have not done Rate the Waifus, or at least maybe recorded it. I don't know how I planned out the videos yet, but for me, it's been a little while since I've done and published a Rate the Waifus, or recorded one, and I thought, you know what? We cover a lot of anime. We cover a lot of things when we talk about Rate the Waifus, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we do fighting games?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And I was just like, this is legit the perfect, like, Rate the Waifu ever. Idea-wise, it may not be great once I lay it all down, but for me, I thought it would just be really entertaining. So, and I'm not gonna select a series. I'm just gonna pick characters from randomly each different fighting game series that exists, and I'm just going to give my honest opinion of each character. And if this is how, and I don't know if there will be a part 2 to this, the likes and views will tell me if this is good or not, and we'll see. But for right now, we're just gonna pick some random characters, random waifus from different series, and basically just see who is really good. I already have 2 in mind, so without any further ado, let's get ahead into it. So the first one we have to pick out and talk about is one I already mentioned a while back, and she was the reason why I like evil women in anime, and that is Yuri Han. Absolutely 10 out of 10. Now, Street Fighter 4 at least 10 out of 10. Let me explain. Because when Street Fighter 4 came out, high key, she was badass. We cannot lie. I think it was like the first time in a very long time where Capcom says, you know what, we're gonna try to make a original good idea of a character, and then let's just see what we can do. I think there's like a ton of designs like before they got to the final design of Yuri, actually, and that final design, it hits different than all the other designs, in my personal opinion, from ones that I've seen and that was released. Like this final design is the absolute G of all designs, and I really do like how they styled her fighting to be like for more like kicks, and she does like more like taekwondo, and it's really interesting. Her design is also really good as well, and not to mention she's a baddie. I mean, honestly, why she gotta be so dang seductive? She's like, I don't even know, she's like Malina, but except better. Like, is that just me, or am I calling bull here? Like, is that just me? Because look at her. She has thick thighs for days. She would easily stomp you out, quite literally. And then she doesn't have to care about whether or not she wins a match or not. As long as you end up dying in the process and she gets to walk away, like, that's pretty much it. Or at least she does some life-altering damage to you. That's all that matters to her. Whether or not, if she was in a legit fight that was like refereed and all that legal stuff, she wouldn't have to care about if she won. It would be just a straight up death match. That's literally anything that she will be put in. And honestly, I like the character of how she is, mainly because she doesn't have this, she has this I really don't care attitude, and I'm just gonna do what I want to do. And I absolutely love it, because there is no, it's almost like there's no room for her to be a good guy, which I can feel that. I absolutely like that, and that's what I feel like more characters, when it comes to a sincere villain role, that's what they need to do. Like, if you have a character that's finna be this ultimate badass villain that does not care for any type of humanity, on some Juko Inoshima levels of not caring only for herself, then that's what you need. That's what I like about Yuri. She actually absolutely does not care, kills you, and looks sexy while doing so. So yes, absolutely Yuri slamming and straight up all around, it's an absolute 10 out of 10. Now, and speaking of seductive women as well, let's go to Malina from Mortal Kombat. And Malina, she's actually an interesting character. If I'm being honest, she is. I mean, before we get to the obvious, let's really talk about her character real quick. She was created to be like what, Katana's sister or something like that, and then basically just do whatever and kind of just do whatever with that. And then also supposed to be like the new princess of like Outworld or something. I don't know my Mortal Kombat lore, I'm sorry. But what I really do enjoy about Malina is that looks can be deceiving. That is literally her entire thing. And each and every Mortal Kombat game that came out, there's always been some variation of Malina that was just weird, right? Or there was a variation of her that was like seductive yet dangerous as hell. So, and even with the new Mortal Kombat, with her being MK11, you could totally tell that what the design of her character, although it's not as great as MKX, I have to say I like MKX a little bit more, but they kind of went to like, let's her be a ninja, but also if you look under her skirt, you know she got some package going there. So, you know, it's kind of going back to like what Malina was supposed to be, what Malina really originally was, and I can appreciate that because it makes sense. Now, high key, when you see Malina, you wouldn't want to smash at all because we're about to go to the obvious reason. Because of her freaking face. Oh my gosh, what happened to you? Jeez, that is bad. That is bad. That's like MK Daily Alliance bad. Like, that is really bad. Jeez, the only version, like, and this is the biggest deal breaker for Malina, period, is that she's half Tarkatan. I do not want this anywhere near my dick. I don't need it. I don't need it. Please don't have this near me at all. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I want to have. Do not come near me, woman. I already had Genocide Jack with three scissors coming at me before I let you come at me, okay? This is not cool. The only variation that is cool and that looks good is the Blue the Bones version, art version of her. That is it. And that's an NSFW. That's it. That's the only version I will let near me. This, hell no. Get away from me. 2 out of 10 for those teeth. But in all seriousness, Malina's like a 5. I feel kind of neutral though. Besides the teeth, which makes me want to go down to a 4, but it's whatever. The next one we gotta talk about is another big one that impacted the way I look at things in real life, and that is Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu is utterly an 8 out of 10, and let me explain why in the history with me and Xiaoyu. Now, for the record, I did not know much about the world at the time. I don't remember what age I was, but yeah, I was like young, but not too young that I didn't understand things. I was like maybe like 8 or 10, maybe at that point, I don't know. But anyway, when my first introduction to Tekken was through Tekken Hybrid for the PS3, which had the original Tekken Tag Tournament and Tag Tournament 2. And also came with a movie that was with the game. So I'm out here playing the movie because because for the longest time someone told me that we were gonna watch this movie together. Never ended up doing that. So I watched, and I already knew he was not gonna do that. So that's why I ended up watching the movie for myself, just to get a couple of see what the world of Tekken looks like. And it was really good. I actually did like the movie. It was actually really interesting. Made me like Alyssa and Xiaoyu a lot. And really established a link between Jin and you know the rest of them, Heihachi especially, since I didn't know much about Heihachi except out of Soul Calibur 2, and I thought he was from Soul Calibur, but I was clearly wrong. But watching that movie and seeing Xiaoyu for the first time, I was like, wait, I've never seen a person that looked like that before. And what I mean by that is like I never seen an Asian person look like that before. Actually, I just never seen an Asian person. I never seen an Asian person in general. So this was my first introduction to not only Tekken, but to what Asian people actually look like. Because I was like, oh, you know, Japan sounds kind of cool since they made anime. Don't know what they look like, but they sound kind of cool. And then when I see Xiaoyu, I'm just like, yo, what? I'm like, dang. I'm like, is all Asian women this fine? Like, look, this is amazing. And that kind of was like the first introduction to not only Xiaoyu and Tekken as a whole, but also to like what Asian people look like as well. And also just me having a bit more of a yellow fever. So anyway, with Xiaoyu, I really do like the design and style they go for here and go for with her. And she's also really adorable and cute, especially when she got that panda around her. I think the really cool part about Xiaoyu, or at least things she been in, was Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Now I know that game is absolute crap. I know. Even though I didn't play it, you know, I saw it and I was like, oh man, this game gonna look hype. And I never played it, but there was one trailer in particular where Xiaoyu and Yuri met up, and Yuri stomped the mess out of Xiaoyu. And I was like, dang, you gonna do my girl Xiaoyu that low? Like, come on. But it was the battle of the waifus. It was legit the battle of the waifus. So, but yeah, Xiaoyu absolutely is about an 8 out of 10. I don't really use her as much, but from what I know, she can hold her own. She can box. So she can probably whoop my ass. So yeah, 8 out of 10. That's the place I'm gonna put her. And the last one on the list, and I could not just go through this entire list and not mention her whatsoever, and that is Ivy from Soul Calibur. In the words of, I believe, Maximilian, dude, gosh damn, I said gosh damn, that's 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, get her out of here, 10 out of 10. I mean, but seriously though, she a 10 out of 10. I mean, first of all, the design, the design though, like, that is the most, obviously, yeah, this character can whoop your ass, but is absolutely sexy as hell. How can, bruh, like, the first introduction with Ivy I ever had was when I was a kid, and I was playing Soul Calibur 2. That was my first Soul Calibur game, and I saw her, I was like, whoa, whoa, buddy. I was absolutely intrigued. I was like, well, I don't understand her gimmick, but okay. And then after times I played Soul Calibur 4, I'm like, oh, I get it now. She uses a web. She's like a BDSM type person. Although when she does it, it's kind of hot. Anyway, but yeah, there's not really much I know about Ivy too much, except that in Soul Calibur 6 she was working with the bad guys and then not working with the bad guys to avenge like her father or something like that. That's kind of all I know. Is that the story, or is that just a reboot, or I don't actually know. I don't know. And she's like a pirate, and her dad was Cervantes. Like, that's all I know about Ivy. I don't know too much, but I just know she looked good as hell. The last character, which is the bonus character I want to talk about, because how could I mention Ivy and not talk about Taki? Obviously, 10 out of 10. Look at her. She got some ninja titties. 10 out of 10. There's no way you can not see this. I mean, okay, let's be honest. Maybe it's not 10 out of 10, but let's be real. Taki, I really do like Taki. Not as much as a lot of characters. I mean, she's up there. Don't get me wrong, but like, she's not like a 10. Realistically, I would have to give her an 8, because a lot of times when I see Taki, I feel like she takes herself way too seriously. I mean, calm down. I get it. You have to destroy the soul edge. I get it. It's very important that that sword does not exist anymore, because it has done a lot of damage in your area. So let's try to do that, but don't take yourself so seriously. Like, dang, you are a ninja with jiggle physics. Why are you taking yourself so seriously? It's not like you can't do it. You can. We already know. just calm down, girl. Just calm down. It's not that hard. But yeah, with Taki, I feel like she just take herself too seriously, and with that, that's kind of what deducts some points down for me. But an 8 out of 10 is still not bad. I mean, and I really do like her moveset in the game, which is why my main 2 created characters have like Taki's moveset, because I do like to play as Taki's. I like to use Taki as a moveset, which these are the 2 girls, Tachibana and Fubuki, which if you want to make hentai of, you can absolutely do that, or you want to make some fan art of, that's absolutely fine too, because I need to see something like that. But yes, utterly, I would think Taki is 8 out of 10. Her jiggle physics can just stay over in that lane. Taki is still a good character though, but 8 out of 10, that's where it's going to be. And with that, that's the end of this entire list. Now, one big reason why I wanted to make this list is because a change of pace, not because I want to change the channel or anything, but like I just want to give a little perspective inside of myself and to show you guys what I've been doing, what has happened to me over the history of my life. And fighting games have always been like this big part of me that I never really got to express as much. I played a lot of fighting games growing up, like Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, and Tekken, and all the other games and stuff like that. And I really just wanted to express my appreciation of fighting games through their waifus. And I really just wanted to explain that I really do enjoy this genre, and it's probably the biggest, my most favorite genre out of all the gaming. And even though I'm not really good at it, it's still something that's really big and have left a really big impact on me from childhood to now. So I know this is like not anime related though, and I know you might not even care for this type of list, but if I was gonna do it, let me do it this one time so I can at least show you a deeper part of me that you probably didn't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this list. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell me who is a waifu on this list that you would like to smash, or is there any other fighting game waifus that you would like to see in the next list if we do another list. But yeah, hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. You can also follow me on Twitter and TikTok, and if you want to donate to the channel voluntarily, you can donate through Cash App as well. And until then, this has been your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.